folks, so what I'm about to do, I'm gonna go ahead and take out the VertiMax platforms that behind me, set those up, and then get it going. Picking these up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the VertiMax platforms up in 2 different positions. I'll actually use one here and then one behind me. Okay, let's go. I don't see these athletes a lot all the time. Like, I'd love to see them like 3 or 4 times a week, but because they have their practices for their teams, their school, homework, things like that come up, it's hard to keep a consistent schedule sometimes. So I like to kind of keep things a little more general and work on multiple things during a session, because if I only see a kid on, like, today, Friday, and I don't see him until next Friday, I don't want to spend time working on just one thing. If I can get in multiple movement qualities, to me, it's a little more beneficial. So if I had more days with an athlete, I'd kind of break up the movements. But since I don't see them as much, I kind of need to combine certain things. Let's set it up. A lot of the things that I do, the kids have done before already. So because I have a larger group, I don't want to spend a lot of time explaining each and every one of the drills and always making it overcomplicated. So I like to do drills that I've kind of done before, that athletes are used to, so there's less downtime explaining all the details. And if they're worried about like what the drill is, what they're doing, or all the instructions, they're not gonna really give their best because they might be confused. For a vertical jump, we'll be doing things on the platform. Off the platform on this side, we have the, I gotta flip it around. Here we go, all right. That's my mistake. I kind of messed that up. So I want the red cables off the platform facing that direction and the blue cables facing this direction. They're a little bit shorter than the red ones, and so I don't need as much distance. We'll be doing a lateral work with that. So I'm just gonna flip this around and go from there. So on this side, shuffling. On here, we're jumping. And then red cables over here, we're gonna be doing our linear movement. So I've got 3 stations in each VertiMax. I got a jumping, a shuffling, and then a linear movement. So let's say each person has a partner. So that means I can get 6 people here, 3 on a platform, 3 resting, and then 6 over there, 3 on a platform, 3 resting. So I've got a ton of attachments. And the reason why I have like a ton of attachments is I want to make sure that it's easier for athletes to get in and out, especially the waist harnesses. Like the waist belts, you don't want to spend a lot of time getting in and out. So I usually do a crash course for athletes. When you have athletes that have used a VertiMax before, you can kind of utilize them to help show the other athletes how to do it. So I just record, I thought I was recording this whole time and I wasn't. So I am gonna be using the BlazePods today. I'm gonna be using these for our linear work. So we're gonna kind of use it like a closeout drill. Athletes will load into the red cables off the platform. Light will turn on, they'll sprint towards it. They don't have to hit it. So this will be a drill where the lights will turn on and off automatically. But it should give them enough time to get to the light and then get back to their original starting point, wait for the next light to turn on. And I'm gonna set these up in 3s, right? So basically it'll be like 1, 2, 3. This light turns on, they'll sprint to there, come back. This one turns on, they'll sprint there, come back. And if this one turns on, they'll sprint there, come back. And they're not gonna know which one's gonna turn on. So there's that reactive piece to it. My nose starts to act up. I'll step into the 360 belt, head on the waist, and I'll be here. The light turns on, I'll sprint towards the light like a closeout, boom. And then I'll backpedal back to where I started, kind of just wait, be ready. Light turns on, I'll sprint towards it. And so really working on that like quick athletic piece. So one of the things you kind of want to be aware of is you want to make sure that your athletes aren't getting too close to the VertiMax. What tends to happen is when athletes get into the workout, they don't really think about where they are sometimes. And so what I do is I put these cones on the side, so that represents where they start. So they'll step into the 360 belt, they'll start here between these cones over here. So when they go out to wherever they're going to perform the movement, and then they come back, they can always use these as a marker. And there's enough space so if they do take an extra step or 2 back, they're not gonna hit the VertiMax, which could either damage it because they can step on it really hard, or maybe damage or like sprain or hopefully not break an ankle. All right, folks, here's your belt. Yep, I heard you forgot your bag. There you go. All right, folks, make sure you get your VertiMax belts on. Acknowledge each other, acknowledge each other. So that's one of the things like the players do is like them to come in, high five each other, say what's up. Even if they don't really know each other, they play on different teams, different programs. I want to make sure they kind of feel like this is the team. Working, we got a few more minutes before we get started. Let's go right calf on the roller, left leg on top. Rolling out, 3, 2, 1, and go. So we've been doing these foam rolling workouts for a while, or these warm-ups for a while. And I can just say them now and athletes can get into them. It kind of takes time to make sure they understand how to do them. I try to do things where I teach them early on, so when we get into it, it's faster. Other side. I think all the players that are here today play for our AAU teams, so it's cool to see them come out to these. See? All different. All right, guys, rollers away. Let's go, get your mini bands on. Let's go. Rollers away, get your mini bands on. Knees are caving in. And relax. Good, move that. So we do our work on the VertiMax. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna be using the 360 belts right here. So we'll be doing sprints forward. So with the 360 belts, you'll just step into the belts. You've all used these before, right? Yeah, so we'll step into the 360 belt. You'll start here in between the cones. These cones right here are your start and stop positions. So when you're here in front of the cones, you start here in the base position. When the BlazePod lights up, you're gonna sprint to the pod. You don't have to hit the pod, all right? It's not gonna go off a hit. It's gonna go off of time. So you'll see it, it'll light up, you sprint towards it like a closeout, and then you just kind of backpedal back quickly. And you wait, light turns on, sprint towards the light, get all the way to it, backpedal. When you see the cones next to you, back here, back into a base position like you're playing defense. While one of you is doing this, one of you is resting. So there's a work and there's a rest period. Over here, we're doing our jumps on the VertiMax, so we can kind of just face this way. So we're jumping, we're making sure we're starting with the blue cables, same position like the mini bands we're on. We're doing continuous jumps. Make sure your landings are clean. Here, we're doing a lateral work. We'll step into the 360 belt here. We'll start here in the defensive lateral movement. And as we go through, we're gonna shuffle all the way outside the hurdles and back. So one of you's working, one of you's resting. Ready? Set. Go. Keep going, keep going. It's continuous, everything's continuous. Time, switch with your partners. 3, 2, go, sprint. Good, back, quick, 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 get back, wait for the light. Run, wait for the light, don't start moving till the light. Good, back pedal, quick, 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 get back. Good, wait for the quick, good. Back pedal, back, back, quick, quick, wait for the light. Good, there you go, Nicholas, quick burst, sprint, there you go. Nice, good burst, come on, Pat. Come on, Pat, sprint. There you go, quick burst. Apply that quick, way too early. Weirdos. Go. Push, push. Push, 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 push. Oh, you still. So we just finished the VertiMax portion of the day. It's pretty quick. Obviously, it doesn't take a lot of time. Now we're gonna get to our strength portion. So I'm not really gonna film that because I gotta make sure I'm watching them when they're doing the exercises a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much how we do the kind of group sessions. We get them in, tell them what they're doing, set it up properly, make sure they got the room. It's easier when you've been working with athletes you've been working with for a while, so they kind of know what to do. But yeah, not too hard. Let's get it.